Two people work at the same company, same job title, same salary, same team. In the next 2 years, AI will quietly make one of them indispensable and the other one redundant. Here's the unsettling part. From the outside, you cannot tell which is which. Their LinkedIn looks identical, but the shape of their work is completely different, and that difference is everything. So the real question isn't, is my job safe from AI? Job titles don't get replaced, people do. The real question is, which of those two people are you? By the end of this video, you'll know, because you're going to run a 4-question test on yourself. It takes 90 seconds, and most people are afraid to take it honestly. First, throw out the lists. You've seen 100 videos screaming, these 10 jobs are safe, these 10 are dead. They're all wrong, because AI doesn't replace job titles, it replaces tasks. And every job is just a bundle of tasks, some that AI eats for breakfast and some it can't touch. A marketer who spends their day formatting reports is in danger. A marketer who spends their day deciding what the reports should even say is not. Same title, opposite future. So forget your title. We're going to look at what you actually do all day with 4 questions. Score yourself honestly, 1 point each. Keep count. Question 1. Who decides what you work on? Think about a normal day. Are you mostly executing tasks someone else handed you? Or are you mostly deciding what should be done in the first place? Be honest, because this isn't about how senior you are. A highly paid analyst running the same report every week is executing. A junior person who decides what's worth investigating is deciding. If most of your day is deciding, give yourself a point. Because the moment your work is do this defined thing, AI can define it too. Question 2, and this one stings. Could a smart stranger do your job with your stuff? Imagine you hand a clever stranger your laptop, your templates, your files, your last 6 months of work. Could they reproduce most of what you do within a month? If yes, that's not an insult, it's a warning. Because anything a stranger can learn from your templates in a month, AI has already learned in a second. But if the answer is no, if too much of your value lives in your head, your taste, your relationships, the context only you carry, give yourself a point. That stuff doesn't transfer, not to a stranger, not to a machine. Question 3. Does the outcome depend on people trusting you specifically? When something important happens in your work, a deal closes, a client calms down, a tense room agrees. Does it happen because of the trust people have in you? Or would it happen exactly the same with anyone competent in your chair? This is the one that surprises people. A so-called junior relationship manager who clients ask for by name is safer than a senior engineer whose work ships identically no matter who does it. If people specifically need you, point. Trust is the one thing that has never been downloadable. Question 4, and this is the one nobody likes. When something goes wrong, whose name is on it? A bad call, a missed number, a furious client. When it hits the fan, who owns it? Is it you or someone above you? Because here's the brutal truth of the AI era. The people who carry outcomes are far harder to replace than the people who contribute to them. AI is brilliant at contributing. It writes, it analyzes, it drafts, it suggests. What it cannot do is stand in a room and say, this one's on me. If the buck stops with you, give yourself a point. That sentence is the most AI-proof thing a human can say. Add them up. And listen, this isn't a horoscope. It's calibrated so the number means something. 0 or 1. You're in the exposure zone. Not you'll be fired tomorrow. But the core of what you do is exactly what AI is getting good at, fast. This is your wake-up call, and honestly, it's a gift. Most people get no warning at all. A 2, you're right on the line, and that's where most working professionals honestly land. You've got real protection and real exposure. The next 2 years decide which way you tip, and you get to choose. 3 or 4, you're more resilient than the panic headlines made you feel. Your risk isn't replacement, it's getting too comfortable. But that's a different video. Wherever you landed, that number isn't a sentence, it's a starting line. So what do you do with that number? One move works at any score. Stop describing your work as tasks and start owning it as outcomes. I made 200 reports is a task, and tasks get automated. I decided which 200 things were worth measuring, and I own the result is judgment, and judgment gets promoted. Same work, You just stop describing yourself the way a machine would. Do that on your CV, in your stand-ups, in your own head, starting this week. That's the whole idea behind this channel. Not panic about AI, a playbook for it. One test, one move every week. But here's what's been bugging me, and it's where we're going next. Everyone keeps saying AI is the reason an entire generation in India suddenly can't find work. After digging into the actual data, I don't think that's true. I think we are blaming the wrong thing, and that mistake is costing people their futures. That's next week. You won't look at the AI took our jobs headlines the same way again. If this made the future feel even slightly less scary, like it genuinely helps. Send it to the one friend who needs to take this test. And subscribe so you're early to this, not late. See you next week.